On a narrow, steep, rocky ledge positioned high above the ocean, a young seagull stands completely alone. He belongs to a species that is genetically engineered to command the sky. His body is a highly specialized biological machine designed for flight. Yet he is terrified of the open air. The rest of his family has already made the crossing. His parents, his two brothers, and his sister have all successfully taken the plunge and relocated to the safety of the opposite cliff. He remains behind. The gap separating him from his family is not a lack of physical ability, it is a state of complete psychological paralysis. When he approaches the edge of the cliff and looks down at the massive expanse of the sea, his brain makes a fatal miscalculation. He looks at his own wings and convinces himself that they will buckle under his weight. But look at the physical reality. This diagram compares the young seagull to his siblings. His wingspan is actually longer than theirs. He is suffering from a fear-based illusion. This is a cognitive misfire where the mind underestimates the body's physical capabilities. His muscles and feathers are capable of generating lift, but because his mind refuses to trust his biology, he remains trapped in an artificial prison made of his own thoughts. Unable to fly, he tries to survive by manipulating his environment from the safety of the ledge. He begs for attention. He even tucks his head away and stands on one leg, faking sleep to garner sympathy. His parents recognize exactly what he is doing. To counter it, they abandon their nurturing roles. They isolate him, leaving him with the threat of starvation. From his rock, he watches his older brother dive and catch his first herring. His parents circle around the brother, cheering the successful hunt. Meanwhile, the sun rises higher. The young seagull bakes on the cliff, enduring a 24-hour fast. The biological pressure of hunger is building rapidly. The parents understand a harsh truth about nature. Providing comfort right now would only validate his paralyzing illusion. Deprivation is the tool they use to break it. Finally, his mother makes a calculated move. She tears off a piece of fish and flies toward him. The starving seagull, now delirious with hunger, steps toward the edge. But she doesn't land. She halts her momentum in midair, keeping the piece of fish hovering just inches outside of his physical reach. He doesn't even pause to think. Driven entirely by his overwhelming hunger, he dives blindly off the ledge toward the food. For a fraction of a second, his heart stops. Then the hardwiring finally takes over. Without a single conscious thought, his wings snap open and spread automatically. They catch the wind, turning the drop into a controlled glide. This desperation short-circuits his tendency to overthink. By pushing his body over the edge, he forces his nervous system to bypass his fears and execute its innate survival programming. He is flying. He follows his family down toward the ocean's surface, which looks like a vast green carpet from above. But he hasn't eaten in a full day, and the exertion leaves him physically exhausted. As he nears the water, the panic returns. He is terrified the ocean will swallow him. The moment his feet touch the water, they sink. He flails, weakly flapping his tired wings to lift himself back into the air. Crossing one threshold does not instantly cure anxiety. The illusion of inadequacy simply updates itself, shifting its target from the sky to the sea. This cross-section shows the physical reality of a seagull landing on water. Once his belly touches the surface, an upward buoyant force takes over. Because of his low body density and the volume of water he displaces, it is physically impossible for him to sink. He stops flailing and realizes he is floating. His family surrounds him, shrieking in celebration and offering him scraps of dogfish as a reward. The young bird never actually had to learn how to fly or how to float. He was born knowing how to do both. His only task was unlearning the fear that told him he couldn't. Our biology equips us with tools we often refuse to trust. True potential often remains dormant until life pushes us to the edge of ruin. It is in the free fall that we discover we always possessed the power to save ourselves.